All right, Coach. Week away, are players starting to feel it with a good game set?
Yeah, I think they got into a good routine. This is kind of game week preparation because what I told them at the beginning of the week is the majority of the work that we're going to get done has got to get done here in Miami, because once you get to the bowl side, obviously, you're still practicing a little bit, but the main thing is obviously there's so many functions that you're doing, and the bowl people have got you going to doing community relations things, and it's awesome for the kids, and they're going to get free time at night, but we want to make sure we get the work done before we leave here.
Health-wise, I know there's some nicks and bruises out there, but is everyone ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. I think pretty much everybody that played in the last game will get a chance to play this week, and we did get a week off last week where they were focusing on final exams, and so they got a chance to get a lot of treatment, a lot of recovery time, and those kinds of things. So I think we're as healthy as you can be at the end of 12 games.
How are you handling the recruiting?
Wow, yeah. There's a lot of balls in the air. Obviously, we've tried to. The fortunate thing is that we've been able to practice in the mornings, and then that gives us the afternoon to either go and visit local high schools and then do home visits at nighttime, making a lot of phone calls during the course of the day, staying in contact with the kids and the recruits. And then, like last weekend, we had a lot of recruits that came in, and I think we had 11 recruits, and we had probably 35 or 40 family members. So a lot of balls in the air. It takes all of our support staff doing it, the coaches focusing on the coaching aspect of it, and then turn the page as fast as you can and get back into the recruiting mode.
Were you for this early date?
It really, it got its legs before I ever even became the head coach. There was a lot of discussion about it, and I was adamantly opposed to the signing them in May, the end of their junior year or over the summertime. They haven't even had their 7th or 8th semester transcripts. You have no idea. A lot of these kids, the way that they develop from the time they're juniors to seniors, I'm okay with it, because it did give us, I was afraid that they were going to pass it where it was maybe like December the 1st, and you'd never have a chance to bring them in other than during the season. And I really don't like official visits when you bring them in on a Saturday, because they don't get as much attention as they need. You simply because you're playing the game, you're trying to win the game, and you can't spend a lot of time with them and the family. So I'm okay with it. It'll be very interesting to see for me exactly how this unfolds and how it plays out. And now, obviously, the extra issue is now we're not even on site. Now we're in St. Pete, Florida, trying to get prepared the day before a game, and now all of a sudden it's National Sign Day. So this is a real interesting scenario.
Coach, what is it about the defense this year that it seems that the bigger the moment, the more they come to play, whether it be the goal line stand against UTSA, shutting down the top quarterback in the conference and Mike White?
Yeah, well, I think our kids, I think they've played extraordinarily hard. Some of the times it's been related because of injuries. We lost A.J. Johnson, we lost Anthony Went, Trayvon Williams. We had a lot of guys, Isaac Brown, starters that didn't, some have missed the season, some have missed several games. And so when you push young guys in to take their place, obviously sometimes maybe they don't play to the same level because they don't have the experience. I think over the course of the season, though, I think that they've developed an attitude that no matter where the other team gets the ball, we're going to try to go out there and either create a turnover or create a 3 and out and get the ball back for our offense.
Concerns you most about Temple?
About Temple? Oh, Lord. They got an excellent running game. The running backs, I think, are really, really good. Defensively, the number of pressures and blitzes, tackles for losses, and sacks, they are really, really good at trying to give you really negative, bad plays. And they're one of the best teams that we have played that punt return and kickoff return, they've actually scored touchdowns in both of those aspects. And so this is one of those games, like I told the team, I said, this is not going to be like we just control one phase of them, we'll have a chance to win. We better play good in all 3 phases.
It's like they were getting their act together at the end of the season.
That very much so. They made a huge, gigantic quarterback change in the middle of the season, and from that moment on, you could see their offense begin to click. His poise, his presence, his ability to throw the ball, and just to see the big picture of things, they dramatically improved instantly. All right, guys.
Thank you, Coach.